opportunity to congregate together, even as we come to celebrate this graduation this afternoon. Thank you for your lead. Thank you for divinity. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your blessing. We appreciate you and we give you thanks. In Jesus' mighty name we pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Welcome to the 5th Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital training school graduation. Sawa sawa. Ningependa tusherekee kwa kupiga makofi kwa kuwakaribisha wageni wetu ambao tayari wamefika kusherekea pamoja na sisi. Bendi mtatusaidia, bwana DJ mtatusaidia na makofi, tofurahi, because this is what celebrating. Haya makofi.
Came to present to you to see how we train our students on managing emergency, and all are welcome. Okay, we have a trauma patient. He's been ejected from a moving vehicle, and we can see the medics are already here trying to manage the patient. They are doing what they call C-spine precaution to just in case the patient has a spinal injury and any trauma to the head. That is always considered a C-spine injury until proven by doing an X-ray or a CT scan. So they are doing what we call manual stabilization of the spine. The spine is already in place. They fixed the cervical collar. And as we can see, our doctor is doing assessment of the patient. He's assessing the head. She's checking for any deformities, any contusions, any lacerations, any burns. She's checking at the chest, assessing the chest for any injuries. As you can see, she's auscultating to see if you're having any injuries on the chest, assessing, auscultating the lungs, the bases and the apex of the lungs. And apparently there is clear entry, and it means that our lungs are clear, not injured. She's going on to assess the abdomen, assessing for any rigidity on the abdomen. She's as well as assessing for any tenderness, and apparently, there is a tenderness on the lower quadrant, and probably you're suspecting internal bleeding. And she's going on, she's assessing the pelvic. She's doing the pelvic assessment, checking if you're having any crepitations. The pelvic is not giving in. She's checking for priapism. Priapism. I can see we have priapism. There's priapism. We need a spine board. We need a spine board for priapism. That is a suspecting spinal injury. Any male patient with priapism, we know that that patient is having spinal injury, and the team is already here with a spine board. She's going on, she's still assessing for any deformities, contusions, lacerations, any fractures suspected, and she's also checking the motor system, and we can see that our motor system is okay. She's going on assessing the upper extremities, the arms for any injuries, and I can see we're having a contusion on the left arm. There's a contusion, and probably we are going to fix that by splinting that arm before we fix the patient on a spine. But we want to assess the posterior side of the patient. Posterior side of the patient, they are fixing the spine board. They are fixing the spine board to assess for the posterior side if you're having any injuries. So that we don't miss anything on the patient. So at the count of 3, on the person who is taking care of the spine, remember I told you that any trauma to the head always suspects spine injuries. So we have to take care of the spine. In case you're having any spinal injury at C3 and C4, and it twists, then you're going to get into respiratory arrest, and then suddenly cardiac arrest, and we lose a patient. So we have to take care of that. So at the count of 3 of the person on the head, we are going to turn the patient to the left side. Okay.
On the count of 3, we are going to put our patient into position. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, the patient is turned, and this technique is used for log rolling technique. We are log rolling the patient. She's assessing the posterior side. She's assessing the posterior side, checking for any anal bleed. There is an anal bleeding. There is an anal bleed. So we have to take care of that. At the count of 3, they're going to turn the patient over to the spine ward. Thank you. Our operator is here. Just prepare the ambulance because you're having casualties here. Just prepare. At the scene, we only need like 10 minutes. For trauma patients, 10 minutes with the facility. Then our hospital stay and the recovery will be enhanced. We don't need to take much time. Okay, we put the patient back on the spine board.
On the count of 3, we're going to put the patient on the spine board.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
1. Okay. The patient is already loaded on the spine board. They are packaging the patient. They're using a thermal blanket. Using a thermal blanket because the patient is already in shock. We are managing shock by using a thermal blanket to conserve the body heat, so that the patient does not get any worse. And they are putting the thermal blanket and securing the patient on the spine board. Okay, just secure the patient, tie the straps so that the patient is secure. You don't have to drop the patient down to sustain injuries. That is concession. Injuries caused by healthcare workers. You don't want to go into that. So they are securing the patient very well. And the patient is already secured, and our ambulance is on the way coming as they are tying the patient. They are moving the patient on the scene, right into the ambulance. As they are moving the patient on the scene, they are ensuring that their backs are straight. They are locking their backs so that they don't cause themselves head injuries. And the person on the head is to secure the spine until the patient is put on into the ambulance. So at the count of 3, they are going to lift the patient up. 3, 2, 1, up. Yes, and then show that they're stable. They weigh the weight of the patient and the distance they're gonna do, and they're gonna turn to the right as they go into the ambulance. And the patient is already going into the ambulance. The patient is already going into the ambulance, being secured, and the scene. Oh! Looks like we have another patient coming in. Another patient is coming in. Oh, somebody help. The patient has a knife. The patient has a knife. Oh. The patient has a knife. Somebody help. Yes. The patient has. Yes. We have a knife. We have a knife for the patient. Yes. They are controlling bleeding. The patient, take the patient to the ambulance. Don't take much time on the scene because the patient has an embedded knife. The patient has an embedded knife. Understand that he was stabbed. They have a love triangle. And has been stabbed on the chest and is sterilizing the knife. You don't have to remove the knife. And they're being taken into the ambulance as well. Right? The ambulance, wait for more patients. Ambulance, wait for more patients. We still have more patients coming in. It was a mass casualty. Incident. And other patients are coming in. Take the patient to the ambulance. Okay. Other patients are coming. I can see 2 more patients coming in. 2 more patients coming in with head injuries and also having injuries. Yes. Bring the patient over. Another one is coming. Bring the patient over. Yes, a deep cut. As you can see, they're also dragging the patient. The patient is stabbed green. That is, they're working. He also has a cut to the cheek, and they're controlling that bleeding. As you can see, she's using a tourniquet. A tourniquet on a femur fracture, because we all know that femur fracture is up to 2 liters of blood. So we are using a tourniquet, and we're using direct pressure to control this bleeding. The tourniquet is already on, and the bleeding is controlled. And the patient has already been contained. Bleeding has been stopped, right? And they're taking them right to the ambulance. Right? Okay, bleeding controlled. The femur suspected femur fracture, and we can also see that she's having a deep cut to the cheek. Like it was bad also, deep cut, and we want to take the patient to the ambulance. Okay, sorry mama, we're helping them, don't cry, we're helping them, and we will be back as a patient, and they're going right to the ambulance, right? So, this one is not actively bleeding, so don't worry, we're taking them to the hospital. Just control the major bleeding, the rest we can do an ongoing assessment in the ambulance as we take them inter-county referrals are benefiting from Jootrh, and as you can see, the patient is now en route to Jootrh, and we are calling Jootrh to notify them that you're having a mass casualty coming in. Yes, hello, is that Jootrh? Yes, this is Molly. I'm calling to notify you that we have a mass casualty incident that has occurred. We have about six patients being referred, and most of them have moderate to severe injuries. We also have suspected injuries, so kindly prepare your surgeons so that they can get care as soon as possible. And that is how Jootrh we treat our patients.
Wanasema nimesota nisinado, mara niko wash na washado, wacha kuspread hizo rumors. Ati gari yangu ni alone, mara nimewekwa na sponyo, wacha kuspread hizo rumors.
Lagi tu mina pata, baby dina jasho nini weka hapa, ini kofa, nana kula bata, wenye wivu wajinyonge wakitaka.
Wanababaika sana wakiona vile Mungu anafungua njia. Mwenzangu we pambana, usiseme Illuminati na nisaidia. Wanahangaika sana wakitafuta vile wataniharibia. Vile nachopata naridhika na najivunia. Wanasema nimesota misina do, mara niko wash na washado, wacha kuspread hizo rumors. Ati gari yangu ni alone, mara nimewekwa na sponyo, wacha kuspread hizo rumors.
Criminal, nanita criminal. Lumenda puta futa usiku miso criminal. Criminal, nanita criminal. Maleko zangu zibota you can see me low. Doba zangu wanda kete ya ni himbaya. Eto fende pota ya ni koulaya. Wata soli koye mimi like wire. Manzi yangu ni saite na ziwa moraya.
Wanababaika sana wakiona vile Mungu anafungua njia. Wenzangu we pambana, usiseme Illuminati na nisaidia. Wanahangaika sana wakitafuta vile wataniharibia. Vile nachopata naridhika na najivunia. Wanasema nimesota nisina do, mara niko wash na washado, wacha kuspread hizo rumors. Ati gari yangu ni alone, mara nimewekwa na sponyo, wacha kuspread hizo rumors.
Let me take this opportunity to officially constitute this assembly. I want to welcome you to the most important, our graduating class. I welcome all of you to this important 5th graduation ceremony, and having satisfied that all graduates before us today have successfully met the stringent and academic and practical requirements set forth for their specialized courses. I officially open this assembly to celebrate and confirm the awarding of the diplomas and certificates in nephrology, nursing, critical care nursing, perioperative theater technology, and healthcare assistance. Today, we commission a new cohort of healthcare professionals with the authority vested upon me as the CEO of Jaramogi Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital, I declare that this ceremony is convened to recognize and release these skilled individuals to become the beacon of our healthcare system.
I'd like to recognize the members of the hospital management team, the executive committee, and especially the senior management team. If you're there, kindly, especially the senior management team, kindly stand and wave. The members of the senior management team, I'd like to request you to kindly just stand and wave. Thank you very much. Kindly wave back. Thank you very much. I'd also like to recognize the presence of the PS and other hospital, other guests, all protocols observed. Mine today is to welcome all the graduates and to tell you congratulations. It's actually an honor and a privilege for you to celebrate this remarkable milestone that you've achieved today. And today marks the years of rigorous discipline study that you put in all the years that you were studying. And you've reached this far to achieve this significant milestone. I just want you to know that your training today has prepared you to have very exceptional skills and sound judgment and compassion. Whether you're supporting patients with complex conditions or providing life-saving interventions like we've seen in the skit before that has been shown to us, you're going to ensure a safe working environment and efficient working environment to deliver essential frontline support to the people of Kenya, not only here in Kisumu, because we know that you're going to work even outside the borders of this county. And therefore, as you join the cadre of professionals who work very profoundly, we want to recognize you, and we want to know that we want you to know that you're appreciated. Graduates, as you enter this workforce, I encourage you to uphold the values that you have learned here, especially that of professionalism, integrity, teamwork, and a commitment to learning. I think the truth of the matter is now is when your real learning is starting. So as you finish today, I want you to know that the actual learning is starting today. And the healthcare landscape is actually evolving very rapidly, and your ability to adapt and be innovative and lead will be tested. But we want to say that having gone through the training that you've gone through, we know that you are capable. We want to ask you to serve with humility, protect the dignity of every patient that you'll come through, and we want you to remain the ambassadors of the excellence of this institution. As you've known that our goal here is excellent clinical outcomes. So when you're out there, let you be proud to be known that you were trained here in Jaramogi. On behalf of the Directorate of Research and Training, I extend my warmest congratulations, and may your careers be impactful, and may your service reflects the highest standards of care, both to humanity and to God. And I pray that may God help you through this process. Thank you very much. So at this moment, I want to invite the CEO back to talk to you too. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon once again. Good afternoon. Wazazi, good afternoon. How are you? Uber. Umor kauono. Airukamano. Thank you very much. Bwana PS, allow me to take this opportunity once again to really appreciate you for finding time to grace this occasion. And I know how your program is, and for you to be here is a great honor to this particular facility. We don't take it for granted. Please receive our hearty appreciation. I also want to appreciate our chair for being with us today. This is the official ceremony that we're attending for the first time. Please feel much welcome. And also the county commissioner that would give some time also to greet us before we finally welcome the the PS, the chief guest, to talk to us today. Thank you very much. The entire training school, where are you? Please stand up. The training school teachers, makofi kwao, makofi mazuri, makofi mazuri tena. Thank you, Madam Principal. Thank you, all the faculty members. And in a special way, Bwana PS and Chairman, I serve with a great team, a team of ExCom members, a team of HMT members, and they are here today, and you have seen quite a number of things going on in the facility. And I must also say that this is the first time we are graduating the highest number since this school started, and it is because of the effort that has been put forward by the great team, the HMT members and the ExCom members. Wherever you are, please stand up so that the chairman and the guests are here is able to see you. But this is the team that is called the inner cabinet. The inner cabinet, or the inner kitchen. Please, Ongato, can you please give them a mic? They introduce themselves. Just give them a mic. These are the people that sit down day and night to ensure that this facility runs. And it is very important to recognize them. Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ouma Oluga, CDO, Senior Director, Finance and Administration.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Deda Nongonga. I'm the Director Clinical Services at Jootrh.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Trizo Kili, the Director Nursing. I'm the mother of this health sector.
Thank you, Director. Yeah.
My name is Alan Yenya, the Senior Director of Training and Research. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Thank you very much. I want also to recognize the guests that are present today, the deans from various institutions. Please be upstanding so that you also introduce yourselves. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Ben Olela, Dean of Students, Kenya Medical Training College. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Gweya Opande, the Dean of Students at Maseno University, and congratulations to the graduates.
Thank you.
Stephen Ogendo is my name. I am the Dean, School of Medicine, Maseno University. I am also the Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration, Finance and Development. I carry with me the apologies of the Vice Chancellor, who is actually he is a member of the board and is not available today.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is BK Oganda. I'm the Dean of School of Medicine at Ozima University. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Arabe Mchiri. I'm the principal of KMT6. So, thank you and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Allow me, before we proceed, to welcome the County Commissioner to say a word.
Chairman, GOTRH, Dr. Olango Onudi, CEO, Dr. Joshua Okise, Deans from the different learning institutions, my colleague, the Secretary of Administration, Mr. James Itabo, our Chief Officer, Health from the County Government of Kisumu, Dr. Lucy Ojuang, Principal of this institution, Madam Leader Nyaoke, members of the Transitional Committee, partners, our graduates, all protocols observed. My name is Benson Le Parmorijo. So, sir, first and foremost, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for found time to visit us in Kisumu once again. Yes, today's graduation ceremony. Remember, sir, you were here when we had that terrible accident of the Naki bus from Nyakash, and you really assisted us. You are coming here today, sir. It's a sign of great honor and love. You know, sir, your working schedule is a very tight one. So, sir, because you are here as my boss, I'm not supposed to say much. So once again, I say thank you and congratulations to all our graduates. Asante sana. Thank you.
Riding on the protocols established. Mine is brief. Congratulations to those that are graduating today. The world is waiting for you out there, including the love triangle that you've just showed us here. We are waiting for your services out there. To the parents, thank you very much. To our chief guest, thank you, Dr. for the interest you have shown in this facility. And no leg is still in the county government. You have the two legs. Kila kitu iko kwako.
Nice, I wanted to hear that from you.
Thank you.
Chief guest today, riding on the set protocols to our graduates. Today is your day. Congratulations on this outstanding achievement. It has been a period of rapid and focused growth since Jootrh was gazetted as a national parastatal. This institutional elevation was not merely a change in the administrative status, it was also a clear mandate to accelerate our vision of becoming a true center of excellence in specialized services for the entire Lake Region economic bloc. Our top priority, as reflected even as in our growing revenue, remain ensuring that we have the specialists and the specialized infrastructure required to deliver advanced medical care. I am proud to report significant progress in this alignment. We have successfully recruited a crucial specialist, including a neurosurgeon, epidemiological hematologist, and 3 additional orthopedic surgeons to strengthen our capacity in a highly complex medical field. Why am I mentioning that in this graduation today? Upon appears, these students, they attend practical classes in our wards, in our theaters. And therefore, these specialists are very crucial in terms of their training. The role of the training school in our vision. This is where Jootrh Training School shines as the engine of our vision. Our mission is not just to hire specialists, but to grow our own. And therefore, today we have started by training certificates and higher diplomas. But it appears it is our wish that in the next years to come, we'll be able to offer degree courses here, master's courses here, and PhD courses here within Jootrh. The courses we offer are strategically designed to empower our staff and future professionals to specialize. But yes, I want to report to you today that most of the people or most of the graduates today, they're actually part of our workforce. So we employ them and we tell them, you need to go to school, you need to specialize, and if you want to go to school, we have our own school. So please, you go and train in Jootrh Training School. And that means that our resources are revolving around the hospital. And that is our key mandate. I am particularly delighted by the success of our higher diploma programs, which are crucial and for specialized care. Higher diploma in nephrology. This is a crucial course that ensures that we have experts to manage complex kidney diseases with a dedicated intake every September. Higher diploma in critical care nursing. This program is vital for managing patients in our intensive care units, ICUs, and higher dependency settings, ensuring our world-class critical support. Furthermore, we offer key certificate courses that fill essential roles in the healthcare ecosystem. Certificate in perioperative theater technology, which we normally have index every April. Certificate in emergency medical technology, intake in September. Certificate in healthcare record assistance, intake every January and May. These comprehensive healthcare training programs are designed to equip professionals with cutting-edge clinical skills and compassionate care approaches. This school boasts has a proven track record of excellence, and we are proud that our graduates consistently deliver excellent clinical outcomes. My dear friends, the journey we are on to offer specialized services and train the required personnel has a meaning that goes far beyond the walls of this hospital. What does it mean for Jootrh to offer these services? Number one is dignity and access. It means that our mothers, fathers, and children in the lead region no longer will have to endure the financial and emotional burden of traveling hundreds of kilometers to Nairobi or overseas for complex care like neurosurgery or advanced cancer care treatment. We are bringing high-level care closer to home. And that's why we are so keen in terms of now offering specialized courses. And when appears this facility, I take care of almost 19 million in terms of population. And it is the largest referral hospital in this particular region. Apart from that, we also take care of patients right from our bordering countries such as Sudan, Eritrea, Tanzania, Uganda, and better other countries that Congo, even if you go to our wards today, you won't miss citizens from those countries that I'm mentioning. It means that this is the only hope. This is the only hope. This hospital is the only hope that we have in this particular region. And quite sometimes it is saddening to see that there are some cases that we have to refer. Basically, because maybe we are not offering them, and specifically cancer. Our cancer patients, to some extent, they suffer in the long queues when we refer them to MTRH and KNH and KUTRH. And probably today you toured and you saw the struggle that as the hospital, we are trying with the little resources that we have to even break some walls just to make them a little bit comfortable and give them hope. But that's not enough. I know with your leadership, sir, you will be able to deliver for us a comprehensive cancer center in this particular hospital. I really have hope in you. And I know God knows the reason why He has given you that position as a time as this. You know the story of Esther? Sindio? Yeah, so we are praying for you, and I know you are going to deliver a comprehensive cancer center to offer dignity to our patients. Some of them don't end up in these places we are referring them. They die along the way because navigating their ways to offer, to get those services in Eldoret, Nairobi, they have never been there. They only know Jaramogi Oginga Teaching and Referral Hospital. That is the only area when appears that we are requesting you that we need support, and together with other areas that I think we normally talk. When we do that, we'll be able to have our students also rotating in those particular areas, and that will increase their skills. So as we expose them to the ecosystem, they will go and offer the best. Number two, economic empowerment. It drives down the cost of healthcare for the ordinary citizen and boosts the region's medical economy. If they can get all the treatment they need here in Kisumu, then it means that even resources will be circulating within Kisumu County and not any other place. Then a magnet for talent. By attracting and training these specialists, we establish this region as a medical knowledge hub, creating a vicious cycle of learning and service. Peers and the chairman, I normally tell my management team that I have a vision for this hospital. And there's a time I was meeting some staff, and I told them, just like the late Ouma Oluga said, that I've seen the glory land. I've been on the top of the mountain, and I've seen the land of Canaan. I may not reach there with you, but together we will. I encourage my staff that I have a vision for this facility. I've been on the mountain, and I've seen this facility being a medi-city in East and Central Africa, where all other facilities will come to benchmark. And already it is happening with the little resources that we have. Some facilities like NH, they are coming here to benchmark even digital transformation that we have launched today. MTRS, they are on their way here next week. And with your support, sir, and with the able chairman that we are having today, I know we are going to reach that glory land. I know in the next years to come, we will have a medi-city. A medi-city means that Jaramogi will be able to offer more complex services that can only be gotten in India. And we are in that particular journey. The other day, our surgeons, when appears, did a very complex surgery in this hospital. And they were telling me such surgeries are all done in Kenech, if not Kenech, in India. So we have brought India in Jaramogi teaching and development. To all, in the recent past, I'm proud to share that Jaramogi Odinga has also provided employment opportunity to some of the students attending this training school. This is ultimate validation of our investment, training them today and hiring them tomorrow. And I have also promised, now, I have the chair that I have to consult, that Bwana Chair, as we graduate our students today, when we have the opportunity, let us also give them the first priority. To all aspiring healthcare workers listening to me today, I extend my heartfelt invitation. If you have not enrolled any course, please enroll at Jaramogi Odinga Teaching and Referral Training School and be part of the next generation in terms of transforming our healthcare system. Why choose Jaramogi Training School? It offers real hospital setting for practical, immersive learning and immersive learning. We don't take our students for practical lessons anywhere. They have an opportunity to have their practical lessons not only in hospital but as a national referral hospital. So, relatives, if you have a daughter, a son back at home, this is where to bring your children to get academic services. We provide diverse courses right from certificates up to higher diplomas. All our programs are fully accredited and recognized by medical councils, so we are not training quacks. We are training people that are licensed. I have a problem, as a CEO sometimes, I get applications and if we send the certificates for verifications, you find out that some institutions outside here, they are just offering courses and there is nowhere your children will go with those certificates because they are not accredited. So if that's the case, then it means that they have to go back to a school that is accredited. So our school is accredited. They can present their certificates anywhere and even overseas. Because even recently, there's one of our students who trained here who got a job outside Kenya and needed a recommendation letter with a Jootrh training school certificate. You will gain exposure to diverse and complex patient cases, preparing you for any clinical challenge. You will graduate as a career-ready professional, skilled in critical clinical decision making. And finally, you will have access to our highly qualified trainers. You know, if you talk about a neurosurgeon, in other facilities, even seeing them is a problem. But here you have opportunity to interact with them on a daily basis. In conclusion, to our graduating class, you have chosen a noble profession. Carry the knowledge and compassion you have gained here and go out and heal the world. You are our best advocates, and the success of Jootrh rests in part and on the excellence you will demonstrate as you carry out your duty. I want to thank you, and may God bless you. And once again, congratulations to the class of 2025. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.
I want to inform not just graduates, everybody that for any successful entity, be it ministry, be it a sector, be it a department, be it a country, it cannot succeed in the provision services if it does not have adequate and well-trained health personnel. That is the most important resource any organization can have for it to be successful. You all remember recently, some years back, the government made a very wise decision to purchase and distribute various medical equipment to our health institutions. There are some health institutions, mainly hospitals, who were not able to utilize those facilities just because they didn't have well-trained health personnel. So you can have all the money in the world, you can have all the equipment, you can have all the other resources, but if you don't have well-trained human resource, then all can go to waste. So the training we are having in this institution is very, very important. And I want to thank the graduates, congratulate you for what you have gone through. It is not an easy task, because I know quite a number of you, apart from the ones maybe who have not been employed. I know you are few. The others are people who already having families, and to give time just to train at the expense of other things usually is not very, very easy. And I want to congratulate you once again. Now, as the board, the only two things which I can promise when appears is that where we are actually actively involved, not day-to-day running on the institution, but I know there are certain roles which we must play a critical role as the board. One of them is the budgeting process. I know currently the hospital is providing a lot of resources to ensure that the training school runs in terms of money. This one I can assure the training school that the board will not interfere with it. And I can only say, if need be, we may even have to add resources so that you continue operating optimally. The second area where we have to come in very aggressively is in terms of the human resource. I know you may need more teachers, and you also have to think of when others retire. You must think very, very seriously who is going to take over from them. The succession plan must be very, very clear. And also the hospital, we cannot forget that without having adequate human resource within the hospital, then the training school will not actually operate optimally. So those areas, I can assure you that the board will not interfere with them, and in any case, will make them even operate better. The other area where we'll try our best is to continue the partnership, which has already is already taking place here. And I want to thank the universities and the other training institutions who have been very actively involved, not only at the training school, but also in the provision of services and training within the major hospital sector. We'll continue with that, and in any case, maybe we look for more partners, or we enhance what is already taking place between the partners which are already in place. And what I want to tell the Ghanaians and peers, that having many certificates, I know health workers are very good at attending training. Sometimes when I was in the field as a MOH or PMO, one health worker could go for same training being offered by different NGOs. So they have certificates on HIV, but different trainers, but the same concept. So you can attain whatever you want to get, but in terms of clinical outcome may be different. So that's what should be our aim. You are a trained worker, and when you are trained, we expect better performance in clinical outcomes. So please focus on that, so that we know that we use the resources well. One thing which I also want to tell you is that you should not get tired with what you already have. Training is a continuous process. Continue getting those degrees, those diplomas and certificates, so that you become a better worker. Don't think of getting degrees to get promotion. Be a better worker first, then you'll be promoted. We have agreed. And when I see this volunteers today, I'm a bit excited because I used to do this for almost 7 years as the CEO of MTC. So when I was told by Joshua, today you are putting on a gown again, I said, hey, I didn't even know how to put it, but there was somebody who was an expert who was doing it for me. I was there for 7 years, and I know some of the workers in this institution. In fact, I've never ever gone where I don't have people who went through me when I was at KMTC. I know they are here. They may not say it, but I want to assure you that I'm part and parcel of you now, and this institution is not new to me. This is where I did my internship way back, and yes, you may laugh about it, but I was released very fast. I didn't even take 12 months during internship. After 10 months, I was told my boss, you go. I don't know whether because I did something bad or I did very well. I don't know. But I hope it is the latter. So I was discharged to go to a district which did not have any doctor there. And I worked there alone for a number of years before somebody came to join me. So I want to urge you that sky is the limit. And please let the CEO and his team see that they spend whatever resources properly. With those few remarks, I want to say thank you once again.
First and foremost is to congratulate you for a wonderful job well done, and also to congratulate you, parents and guardians, for supporting our graduates to get to this level. On graduation day, people don't remember speeches. No one remembers what you said, how you looked like, how tall you were. No one cares about those things. On graduation day, these are our guests. They only look forward to 3 things. One is to go and eat nice food. They have not been eating chapati. They are looking forward to tearing many layers of chapati. Number 2, they want to go and take good pictures before the studios are closed. So you need to not keep them here. So I think we have to apologize for keeping you here up to now, right? And I have to apologize for coming late. And number 3 is that they want to go for a night party, which they started, I saw they started some party here. They were dancing here, so they want to go and extend that in the night. And I know those are the 3 most useful things for them on graduation day. And so we want to facilitate you so that you can go and do those things. Go and eat, go and take good pictures. And then today marks one of those next steps, and you graduate today because you've passed through one season to the next, and we want to unreservedly congratulate you. And as we unreservedly congratulate you, I have just a few things to say to you. In this field of healthcare, there is very little heroism. In many fields of engineering, technology, and political science, economics, you can be a hero. In the field of healthcare, there's very little heroism. Your success will depend on how the patient feels about what you did, not just whether they walked home with their health intact or not. And that success will depend on whether you work with your colleagues and whether you applied your knowledge. So the real exam is not the one that you passed to let you sit here today and put on a gown. The real exam will be when you get that opportunity, beyond Monday, when you get that opportunity to apply the skill. And the rubber will meet the road, and at that particular time, you will be a student. But you won't be a student being examined by a teacher. You will be a student being examined by the condition of the patient before you. And on that basis, often when I attend these graduations, I have a little piece of advice for many of our colleagues. I have been very privileged to lead healthcare workers. I was the Secretary General of Doctors for many years. And I think some of you may have seen me, most of you may have forgotten me. I was also the co-chair of health workers all over the world. So that's a lot of people. That's more than 18 million people. And I've had the privilege to interact with several health institutions. And I've had the opportunity to see many healthcare systems all over the world, those that are working and those that are not working. And I often told health workers, and now I'll tell you 3 things that are very useful as you graduate today. 1, what healthcare needs most today is to be humanized. And so as you put on your graduation gowns, and as you go out there, and as you sit before those patients, please humanize healthcare. What does that mean? Humanizing healthcare means that if you were the patient, would you be the doctor, the nurse, the oncology nurse, the theater nurse, the perioperative theater nurse? Would you be that professional that the patient needed at that time? Would you be the one that they choose? Many times we get phone calls, we get SMSs, and it has become almost the norm in this country that when you go to a facility, somebody else must know a nurse, must know a doctor, so that you get assured that you will be treated properly. Humanizing healthcare means that you put on the shoes of the person who is going to come in front of you, and then you ask yourself, would I be the one that I wanted to see if I were the patient? It's not as easy. I know that during the course of your studies, your teachers pushed you. Some of you had to repeat an exam. Some of you were very smart. You always aced all those exams. Now, humanizing healthcare means that you are competent. It means that you are capable, but it also means that you are of character. And you put the demeanor of the profession, so that when people look at you, they see the nurse in the eye of what they think a nurse should be. And I know that we have to talk a lot about the ethical codes and the conduct of professionals, and it is something that we must revisit. And in this day and age, we are revisiting how our health professionals treat the people who come before them. Perhaps we have blamed the system for far too long for things that are within our hearts and are within our hands, that we have failed to see ourselves as the patients. We have failed to see those patients as people. We have failed to humanize healthcare. And this is a call that I make to the country, that I make to you who is graduating today, and to all health workers and health professionals all over, that the greatest need in healthcare today is to humanize healthcare. And that's the appeal I make to you as you go out there, that be the champions of humanizing healthcare, of treating people with dignity, with respect, with compassion, and that when they leave hospitals, they will not have a bad taste of what hospitals are. They already come with pain. Do not be another pain. Do not be another pain in your attitude. Do not be another pain in the manner in which you talk to them. Do not be another pain in your incompetence. Do not be another pain in your malpractice. Do not be another pain in negligence. Humanize healthcare. The second thing that is very important for you in this day and age is that you have to learn to take leadership. When we talk about leadership and young people being told that you are the leaders of tomorrow, we were also told we were the leaders of tomorrow, but it never comes. You lead today. You have to take up leadership. Often we see leadership as being on this side of the podium, as being the principal secretary, being the president, being the chief officer of a county, being the dean or the chair, but that's not really leadership. Those are positions. Leadership means that you influence what people do. Leadership means that you change lives, that you make impact. And one of the other things that we desperately need within the healthcare space, particularly within the healthcare space, is something we call clinical leadership. The whole area about governance of clinical outcomes, how we interact amongst each other, is an appeal I want to make to you and to many health professionals over the country, that there is a big room to take over leadership and to influence how we get patients to have proper experiences and proper outcomes. Now, how do you do that? How do you do that? The Australia Medical Association has long studied what it means to have leadership in healthcare. And they came up with just 3 things. One is, how do you influence your team, your colleagues, to offer the care? I started by saying, in the profession that you have come into, there is no heroism. Even if you are the neurosurgeon, you still need a nurse to pass to you that artery forceps. You still need the theater cleaner to make sure that your theater is sterile. You need so many people to make sure that your outcome is okay. Otherwise, your skill as the topmost specialist comes to zero. We have very good surgeries being done in this country. Very good surgeries being done in this country. And the outcomes are not good. Not because the surgery was not good. Like right now, a number of our knee replacement surgeries, 25% suffer infection. So you as that person, as the perioperative theater nurse, what are you doing to ensure that it's not just your skill, the thing you learned in school, that is leadership. And we lack that. And I appeal to you that there is a gap there. How do we connect to each other? How do we make sure that there is one integrated team that delivers for the patient? If you take that to your heart, when you wake up on Monday or Tuesday, or maybe in a month or two, I can tell you for a fact, you shall be changing healthcare. You shall change healthcare for the better. Take up leadership. Number 2 is be the patient advocate. That's taking up leadership. And number 3, invest yourself in new ways of doing things. There is an old saying in many hospitals that this is how we have always done it. Healthcare, just like technology, changes very quickly. Within 2 years, there's a new technology, a new model, a new method of doing things. The way we used to do surgeries previously is no longer, just 20 years ago, and if you look at your mothers or maybe grandmothers, just 20, 25 years ago, a cesarean section used to be done along the abdomen. Okay? Then it went to the mid-abdomen, and now it's suprapubic. Are you the person who is going to be responsible for the way we do things better next? That's leadership. Whether you do it through research, and you observe your patients. You know that we always treat these patients in this manner, but they never seem to get better. Can we do this thing differently? That's leadership. Take up leadership. The third piece of advice, and the last I give you, is take the road not taken. Take the road not taken. Many of you will graduate from here, and in 5 to 10 years, there will be a very big difference. One of you will be the principal secretary standing here and giving a speech. Another one will still be looking for a job. The difference between those two is who took the road that was tired versus who took the road that was not taken. It's all up to you. Healthcare has changed a lot. There are newer technologies in how we do things, but there are also newer products, equipment in the fields around pharmacy, around insurance, in the fields around how we manage hospitals, how we manage our patients. There is a whole world of difference. If you stick to what the people who came before you did, you're likely going to end up like them. Not that they have ended up badly anyway, but it is just that by the time it is 10 or 20 years, whatever we were doing, if you copied me today, whatever I'm doing today will be outdated in 10 years. And people will look at you and ask you, where did this one train? Part of the issues that we have in this country with integrating with younger people who have grown up in an era of information democracy and the manner in which we make decisions is because we have chosen to stick to paths that have been retired. If you want success, if you want to grow, if you want to change the world, take the road that is not taken. It's the same as saying, take some risks. It's the same as saying, do something different. Go to the communities, work it out. The people who took telemedicine when many of us were still afraid, they are the leaders of today. They are the ones that we use their platforms to reach our oncology patients. So as a nurse, as a doctor, what exactly are you seeing for the future? But you cannot take the road not taken if you don't look at the problems that you want to solve. Those problems that are in the communities, the things that make you come alive, that make you aspire to do something different, to change society, to have an impact. Take the road not taken. And that is all that I have for you today. I know that you will not remember that speech because the three things that are most useful for you is the food you're going to eat today, the pictures that you will take, and I think you should take very good pictures. In a few years, people will be looking for your classmates. You know, make sure you have good pictures. And the party tonight. That's the end of my speech for the graduates. I want to wish you all the best in your lives. If you find us in these streets, we will hold your hands, but we ask the same of you. Because as I've mentioned, in the field of healthcare, there is no heroism. You have to hold hands together, work together, and produce the results together. And the result of any healthcare work is what the patient felt and whether the patient got home with their health restored.
The school first graduation was in 2019 where we graduated 15 Kenya registered nephrology nurses. So far we have graduated 42 nephrology nurses, 33 critical care nurses, 37 perioperative theatre technicians, 5 emergency medical technicians, 75 healthcare assistants, and so far we have graduated 192 students. So it is a school growing leaps and bounds. I would like to request my colleagues, the course coordinators, to please step forward. Mr. Board Chairperson, sir, I have the pleasure to present for award the Higher Diploma in Critical Care Nursing.
So these are the Higher Diploma Critical Care Nurses who have graduated and are licensed to work in critical care unit. Thank you. You may be seated.
Mr. Board Chairman, sir, distinguished guest, I have the pleasure to present the award for Higher Diploma in Nephrology Nursing.
Dolo Odiwuor Dickens. Mildred Anyango Arek. Nancy Atieno Nyakiti. Gertrude Jemutai Tanui. Naomi Paula Charo. These are the students who have done their Kenya higher national diploma in nephrology nursing. They are free and now capable to work in nephrology units. Now have a seat.
Thank you, sir. So these are the qualified theatre technicians that henceforth will have opportunity to deliver their services. Thank you. You may take your seats. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stephen Manguro. The last group, but not the least, it's our biggest and our pride. These are healthcare assistants. Healthcare assistants are just what the title means. They assist where healthcare is needed. They are vital, they are important, and they've added so much value already in our hospital.
Elsheba Sharon, Berin Adhiambo, Paul Otieno, Shale Florence Amunga, Shani Akini Otieno, Lydia Akumu, Brenda Achiel.
I admit the persons presented to me to the various higher diplomas and certificates of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital Training School, and by my authority and that of the entire training school, give the power to read and to do all that appertains to these higher diplomas and certificates.
Okay.